Nature conservation is of utmost importance. Proper management and use of the biosphere will yield sustainable benefit to the present generations and maintain its potential to meet the needs and aspirations of the future generations. Currently, we can more comprehensively describe what is taking place by stating that we are reducing biodiversity, which leads to a reduction of biomass, which reduces the accumulation of organic matters in the soils. This alters three fundamental earth processes that we rely on for life. It means reduced absorption of carbon dioxide and release of oxygen through photosynthesis, and thus reduced fertility and productivity of the soil. This leads to disrupted infiltration and retention of rainfall. Many civilizations have faced this on a local scale and collapsed because they failed to learn this. Now we face the same challenge on a planetary scale. We must now consciously evolve to understand this and act as a species to restore the ecosystem function wherever it has been disrupted. Restoration of degraded lands not only reduces carbon in the atmosphere, but also mitigates against extreme events like flooding, mudslides, drought, and famine. It increases agricultural productivity, helping ensure food security, and it shows us how to ensure the future generation have abundant biodiversity.
Human-nature interaction is at its best in this place because the nature is conserved, the inland fishery resources are preserved, the trees around the area are conserved, and the people, the communities living in this place get to benefit because of the recreation fishing that they undertake in this lake. And this learning that we are currently getting from the Institute and from the surrounding area is helpful when we get back to our respective countries, and even we can share it to our fellow men, and in our work we can do the activities and the learnings here of how nature will be conserved, and the communities in the area, the main stakeholder, gets to benefit from the resource that they get to protect.
We also visited the Isle of Vilm, a Grade 1 protected zone. It hosts a nature conservation academy and remains undamaged by human impacts for centuries. The academy has helped ensure that the cultural identity and historical value of the island remain unspoiled. The island is up to 37.5 meters above sea level and characterized by unique natural features like fauna and flora typical from the southern Baltic Sea region. We were able to see more than 300 different species of fern and flowering plants. This is an educational protected reserve center close to tourists. For the participants, it was a very educative and exciting visit. One may say an eye-opener on nature conservation.
I was so lucky that I could attend this course, and it's a good chance for me and my classmates. I think that we can 20 persons from 20 different countries being together in a class in a developed country, and our lessons had two different parts: natural environment and urban environment. And regarding to our professor, I should say that our professor tried to give us examples in regarding to our lessons, and it was very nice for me because I could all the time compare it with my country, and I could hear many experience from others in their country, and it's a very nice chance because, for example, when you talk about biosphere reserve, you have many biosphere reserve in your country, but your professor says some new experience. The people that sit in the class, your classmates, say some other experience, and when you put all the ideas together, you say, oh, if I do that for my country, I need just a little changes in our biosphere. It can be better. It can work very, very better just with little change that you learn from other experience.
Our practical ecological visit to the Czech Republic through the landscapes, conservation sites, and fisheries helped us comprehend and learn firsthand from the Czech experience, the good choices and errors of the Czech citizen, and the efforts put in place to rectify some of their environmental problems. The Northern Bohemian region in the Czech Republic has been heavily affected by long-term mining activities. The outcome? Irreversible changes on the Bohemian landscapes. The social impact of this could be witnessed on the relocation of towns and homesteads from the path of mining, air pollution, and land reclamation.
What we did in our country and what was a result, and you can thinking about it. We would like not to show you what you must do in your own country, no, but only what was the result of our things, what we did in our country, what we did good and what wrong, and what was the result. And you can thinking about it, and in your country make some decision and thinking what was the result of this decision in our republic. We know that in your country is different condition, different background, different religion, different economy. It's not possible to show you and say you must do on the same way as we did. No, it will be nonsense. Yeah, only the way how to solve some situation and so on. What you can expect. Yeah, because you have quite different political system, economic system, so it's maybe
multicultural exchange of information and knowledge. It is not only that that we deliver information to students coming to our country, but frankly speaking, we also learn a lot from them, because they can evaluate what we see in our eyes. They can set it to much more international context.
Urban planning in Budějovice, with parks incorporated in the town designs, left us without doubt that all is possible if good management, urban planning is taken into account. Krumlobchevsky left all of us wondering how we could transfer these ideas back at home. This unique town on the UNESCO Heritage List is an architectural wonder. Sustainable tourism is practiced here. The income from tourism is used to restore and maintain the historical buildings. But as the tourists enjoy the wonders of this town, the locals are forced to move out to the suburbs due to the high cost of lifestyle forced on them by the tourist influx. Urban stress is one of the concerns facing the developing and emerging countries. Poor management and planning were highlighted as main causes of this stress. Some of the factors leading to this situation were an increase in urban population, a high concentration of people and activities in the urban centers, and the decentralization of the population and urban activities. The major concerns related to urban stress were seen to be air pollution, water quality, noise pollution, traffic accidents, poor waste management, poor housing, and deterioration of historic monuments and buildings. Urban problems were also closely linked with environmental issues, particularly transboundary air pollution, acidification, climate change, photochemical smog, inland and coastal water contamination sites.